The global theater of guns and narcotics, governments as masters of the game. Behind the curtain of war zones and narco-states lies a darker truth. The global arms and drug trades are not chaotic criminal activities operating outside the law. They are regulated industries in the shadows, owned and managed by powerful governments who act simultaneously as dealers and policemen. These double agents of sovereignty have weaponized both trades for geopolitical maneuvering, destabilization strategies, and clandestine wealth accumulation. Arms dealing is statecraft. Few personify this reality like Sarkis Saganalian, the Armenian-Lebanese arms dealer once known as the Merchant of Death. During the Cold War, he was the top arms dealer on the planet, a trusted front man for the CIA. Saganalian sold weapons from the United States, the Soviet Union, Turkey, Israel, and France, all supposedly on opposing sides of global ideological conflicts. In reality, these states used Saganalian to create conflicts they could then justify entering. War became business, and business was war. Saganalian was not rogue. He was protected. His operations were not only known by intelligence agencies, but facilitated by them. He supplied arms to Saddam Hussein during the Iran-Iraq War, with full awareness and blessing from U.S. authorities. His career unveils the truth that arms trafficking is not a criminal enterprise in the traditional sense. It is a tool of empire. Drugs, the clandestine currency of empire. Just as weapons fuel war, drugs finance the secret operations that maintain empires. The CIA has a long and sordid history in the global narcotics trade. From Southeast Asia to Latin America, narcotics have funded coups, black ops, and slush funds inaccessible to congressional oversight. Air America, the CIA's covert airline during the Vietnam War, is one of the most notorious examples. Under CIA Director William Colby, Air America was used to transport heroin from the Golden Triangle to global markets, including the streets of America. These operations were not accidents. They were systematic efforts to fund covert missions without democratic accountability. In the 1980s, the American South became a new front. Under the CIA's supervision and with the cooperation of the Clinton political machine in Arkansas, Colombia's cocaine made its way to the U.S. via covert airdrops. The infamous Mina Intermountain Municipal Airport served as a hub for trafficking, all under the nose, and with the complicity, of the U.S. government. Banking the trade, the financial vein. No illegal empire can survive without laundering its profits. The global banking elite, from the Vatican Bank to HSBC, has long played the role of enabler. The Bank of Credit and Commerce International, BCCI, became a notorious case study, a shadow bank for dictators, drug lords, and intelligence agencies. Goldman Sachs, Credit Lyonnais, and others have faced repeated accusations and investigations over money laundering linked to drug cartels and arms deals. The irony is glaring. The same Western banks and intelligence agencies that fund the war on drugs are the ones profiting from its continuation. They criminalize small dealers and addicts, while protecting the international cartels that serve their financial and strategic interests. The Epstein-Sassoon-Rothschild nexus. No analysis of the dark alliances between finance, intelligence, and illicit trade is complete without addressing the Jeffrey Epstein saga. Epstein was not merely a rogue financier and predator. He was a node in a vast intelligence and financial network. His island and his blackmail operations served the interests of multiple intelligence agencies, particularly Mossad, but also intersected with the financial empires that have long trafficked in both human and narcotic capital. To trace the lineage of these operations is to go back to the Sassoon family, often called the Rothschilds of the East. In the 19th century, the Sassoons controlled the opium trade into China with the support and protection of the British Empire. Their wealth and connections made them key players in the financial networks that eventually fused with Rothschild influence. The Opium Wars, financed and fueled by Western elites, marked the beginning of the modern narcotics economy, a business that, from the Sassoons to Epstein, has always served the empire's interests under the mask of legality or plausible deniability. Epstein's financial backers and protectors were deeply embedded in this historic structure. His ties to elite banking networks, intelligence services, and aristocratic dynasties reflect a continuation of a much older system, where money, blackmail, narcotics, and war intersect for control. The Medici-Rothschild blueprint of power. The Rothschilds, like the Medicis before them, mastered the art of financing both sides of conflicts to gain control over empires through debt. During the Napoleonic Wars, Nathan Rothschild made a massive fortune by financing both the British and the French, using insider knowledge from the Battle of Waterloo to manipulate the London bond market. This same playbook has been recycled in modern times. In the Middle East and Ukraine, we see wars marketed as moral crusades, but behind the scenes lie arms contracts, oil deals, and reconstruction bids, all orchestrated by financial houses that thrive on instability. War has a marketing department. It's called the media. And politicians are the salespeople, delivering the product of war to the masses, selling fear and fake threats to justify global carnage. Just as the Medicis used art and religion to buy legitimacy, and the Rothschilds used debt and royalty to secure control, today's elite use democracy and media as instruments of mass manipulation to prolong and profit from endless wars. Religion as the oldest weapon of division. Before oil, before drugs, before central banks, the most powerful tool for control was, and still is, religion. Not faith, but organized, hierarchical religion crafted by elites to divide, conquer, and rule humanity. From the Crusades to modern-day jihads and holy wars, religion has always served imperial agendas. The same empires that waged war in the name of God were the ones who wrote, edited, and weaponized religious texts. The Vatican blessed colonization and genocide. Wahhabism, funded by Western allies, turned Islam into a militant ideology. Zionism, with its biblical justification, serves as a tool of territorial conquest. Each religion was reshaped to serve the power pyramid, pitting populations against each other while elites remained untouchable. When people kill in the name of God, they are often killing for bankers, arms dealers, and oil magnates. Religion is the script, but the profits flow to the same old families, the architects of war and beneficiaries of bloodshed. Conclusion: the illusion of legality. The arms and drug trades are not deviations from state order. They are integral to it. They fund covert wars, manipulate economies, and control populations. Governments have mastered the art of playing both arsonist and firefighter. They create the crisis, then swoop in with the solution. To understand the modern world, one must accept this Machiavellian reality. The true cartel wears a flag. The ultimate drug lords sit in parliaments and boardrooms. The real traffickers hold diplomatic passports. Welcome to the empire of sanctioned crime.